Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you about my top features that have actually been removed from GTA Online that I'd like to see return. So while GTA Online is over 2 years old, and there's been a ton of amazing content that has been added through DLCs and updates and expansions, there's also been a bunch of things that throughout the years have been removed, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video today, kind of the top 5 things that I'd like to see added back into the game. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below as well on what you think, and also some of the things that you would either add or take away from the items and features I listed in this video today. But of course, without the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so do keep in mind this is in no particular order of like best to worst or thing I want back the most or least. It's just like the kind of the top 5 things that I'd like to see return. The first on that list is kind of a conglomerate of free mode events that were actually removed when the free mode events update came into the game. So the things I'm talking about are like the armored trucks that you see driving around, or that you used to see driving around, various crate drops, smuggler planes, activities like that that made the world of Grand Theft Auto Online a lot more dynamic and kind of a little bit more interactive as well. Now, I know we have awesome free mode activities that have kind of replaced that and those free mode events, but I do miss just like driving around in Los Santos, seeing that notification that, oh, an armored truck has appeared, dropping whatever task I was doing, racing to that armored truck, throwing a sticky bomb on the back door, and getting the cash that came out of the back. And it was, sometimes it wasn't even a big amount of cash. It was like, $10,000 or $11,000, but it was just the thrill, the rush of like seeing that icon on the screen and having to beat everyone else in your lobby to that truck. Same thing applied with the crate drops. It was just a mad rush to get that one crate. The smuggler plane, it was like who could get to their Buzzard or Hydra first to take out the smuggler plane. So just things like that really made Grand Theft Auto Online, one, a little bit more competitive, but two, a little bit more interactive and dynamic as well. And that's definitely something that I'm missing. All right, number 2 on the list is kind of a funny one for me, but it also brings me back to an old time. And that is the mechanic, Johnny on the spot. That's right. You guys, if you've been playing Grand Theft Auto Online for a while now, you'll remember that your cars used to not just like spawn in. They were delivered by a mechanic called Johnny on the Spot. Now, I will admit he was not the greatest. Sometimes he had his goofball moments where he would park your car in a bad location, or he would get scared and he would drive off with your car, and then you'd have to wait 5 more minutes before you could call in another one. But it was funny just to have Johnny on the Spot kind of like deliver the car to you. It was kind of like a personal delivery service. And now like the car just spawns in a random location. It's not as personable to me. I like calling the mechanic. I liked having him like drive up in my car and open the door and get out and just kind of walk away. And then of course you could run him over if you wanted to. So I know he had his flaws. I know in many cases he was annoying, but I absolutely do believe that he was a very cool part of GTA Online. So I'd like to see that return eventually. Hopefully one day the mechanic, Johnny on the Spot, rest in pieces wherever you are, and hopefully one day we will see you again. All right, number 3, that is North Yankton. Now, while this wasn't an official Grand Theft Auto Online feature, meaning like Rockstar didn't have an official way for us to go to North Yankton, in patch like 1.08, I want to say, that's how long ago this was, there was a way to get to North Yankton, and it was really cool to explore it. You could go there in public lobbies with your friends and other players. You could bring your cars up there. You could bring Pegasus vehicles up to North Yankton, and it was really fun to just explore the area, because in single player, you were limited in what you could explore in North Yankton because you were put on this like linear path of having to do missions, wherein online, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted. And with friends, you could have fun. You could go up there. You could explore. You could have little death matches and whatnot. So it was lots of fun. North Yankton was an ultra cool place to explore. And although it wasn't an official feature that Rockstar wanted to have into the game, it was still lots of fun to go up there, explore the snowy wasteland of North Yankton. Hopefully one day in some sort of expansion, we'll get to see it back. But for now, I think this is a feature that we're just never going to see again. All right, number 4, I'd like to see fun non-harmful modded vehicles somehow return into the game. There was, for the longest time, ways that you could get like single player vehicles in online. So for example, you could get like the space docker, you could also get the tow truck. You could have so much fun with these vehicles that were typically not in game and were only in single player. You could also get like giant cargo planes. So there was a bunch of stuff that you could do with these really cool modded vehicles. Now I understand why Rockstar probably wanted them to be removed, because some vehicles that were added into the game could be considered griefing. Even the tow truck could be for a little bit, but it was just so cool to be on the streets of Los Santos, have it be nighttime, kind of like 1 or 2 in the morning, and all of a sudden you just see this like glowing blur go by, and it's like, oh, that's someone in a space docker. That's pretty cool. I wonder how they got that. So yeah, I'd like to see more stuff like that added into the game. The cool, non-harmful modded vehicles. Some other ones I'd like to see would be like the Go-Go Space Monkey Ballista, even the Duke of Death. That one's kind of teetering on the edge of might being harmful, but still, vehicles like that would really add some variety in game. I understand the logistics of it might not make sense because Grand Theft Auto Online takes place before GTA 5, but still, for a time we had some really cool vehicles in the game, especially some modded ones from single player, and I'd love to see some variations of those return sometime in the future. All right, and finally, last but not least, at the number 5 spot, I'm just going to combine a few things that I could have put into separate categories, but I figured they all fall under mission issues. For example, the fact that there's no replay, you can't really make playlists anymore. There's a bunch of removed missions like Pot Shot, Coveted, bunch of great missions that were not only great for making money, but were also tons of fun. Now, these were great ways to just like make a playlist, make lots of money, go in there with your friends, have a really good time. And Rockstar's made it kind of more difficult in order to achieve this level of money making and fun from missions, because there's one, no replay, can't really do playlists, and there's no great way to combine the best of both worlds by making money and also having lots of fun with your friends. So overall, the missions have been kind of changed around a lot. I know that there's been other things like payouts are now done by a time-based system rather than just completing them. So again, there are a bunch of mission features that I'd like to see returned ultimately into the game, but I figured I would just include them into one section. Anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. Once again, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what features that were removed that you would ultimately like to see return in Grand Theft Auto Online, and be sure to add or make comments about anything that I mentioned in this video. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.